back home. 아무리 힘껏 닫아도 다시 열린 서랍 같아. 하늘로 높이 날린 넌 자꾸 내게 되돌아와. 힘들게 삼킨 이별도 다 그대로인 걸. 수없이 떠난 길 위에서 난 너를 발견하고 비우려 했던 마음은 또 이렇게 너로 차올라. 발걸음의 끝에 늘 네가 부딪혀. 그만 멈춘 시간 속 잠든 너를 찾아가. 아무리 막아도 결국 너의 곁인 걸. 길고 긴 여행을 끝내 이젠 돌아가. 너라는 집으로 지금 다시 way back home. 조용히 잠든 방을 열어 기억을 꺼내들어. 부서진 시간 위에서 선명히 너는 떠올라. 길 잃은 맘속에 널 가둔 채 살아. 그만 멈춘 시간 속 잠든 너를 찾아가. 아무리 막아도 결국 너의 곁인 걸. 길고 긴 여행을 끝내 이젠 돌아가. 너라는 집으로 지금 다시 way back home.
Hold up あなたにとって大事な人ほどすぐそばにいるの。ただあなたにだけ届いてほしい響け恋の歌。ある一つ青い地球の広い世界で小さな恋の想いは届く。小さな島のあなたのもとへ。あなたと出会い時は流れる。想いを込めた手紙も増える。いつしか二人互いに響く。時に激しく時に切なく。響くは遠く遥か彼方へ。優しい歌は世界を変える。二人は歩く暗い道でも日々照らす月。握りしめた手離すことなく。思いは強く永遠誓う。永遠の淵きっと
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. The music okay? Is it too loud? No. No. Okay. Oh, hey, Knob. Hey. Hi, Stormy. Hi, Spades. Hi, Dragon. Hi, Hayden. Right on time. Yes, right on time. Me too. So, it's been a couple days. I've been sick. You know, just sick, normal things. Regular sick, you know? Huh? Yeah. Bedridden. It's also hot and humid. I hate it. Thanks for taking my sickness, yeah, huh? I should be good, soon. Yeah, you mentioned. You mentioned you, yeah. No, yeah. You'll be okay. It's fine. It's fine. I just treated it like a little time off. What did I do? I don't know what I did. I don't know. So things, the thing number one, if anyone is reading the Oshinoko manga, it updated today. That's how you know it was a good rest? Yeah. Oh, yeah, the Spades just said the same thing while I was... Yeah. Yeah, I read it. It was a little bit of a nothing sandwich. It was fine. The beginning, though? Kinda. I mean, it was something. That's why I said mild when I was in the chat. Don't go through with it. He seems kinda uninterested. But he doesn't really know her intentions yet, it seems. But I don't know, it could be anything. It's really daring for such a popular anime manga to take that route, because no series has gone that deep and been so popular. Watch him get with someone and her go ballistic. Yeah, I know other people haven't been reading as fast, so I suppose I shouldn't say anything, but if anyone wants to say anything, there's the spoiler chat in Discord. So, I'm looking at Humble Bundle. They released a bunch of new bundles, and I haven't bought one for like ages. New Star Rail update. Oh, I've been watching, or not really watching, but I've been getting screenshots from other online friends, people, acquaintances, and their characters look very cool. They have very nice designs. I agree, but I won't crumble. So, saving everything for Kafka. The character that Amelie voices, she's coming in a patch or two. Okay, I see. Interesting. Very mommy character, I assume. looking. I don't know. I don't know if I like these. I don't think I like these games enough to want to get any of the bundles. Unfortunate. She's blind. I mean, sounds kinda neat. Sayu and Amelie are in the same game. They're both friends. Yeah. Well, he was a voice actor, like, first. or something, right? I don't think he was a content creator first. He was just like, man, cool streaming, and then people kept watching and stuff, so. So, Nerge is spelled. There was a Nikki soundtrack that Amelie made. Oh, it's Ami. Annoying. Annoying. Anyways, I got a couple more commissions, so a little bit more spending money for Knob. Yay! Recreation! And the stream stuff. Let me think. I'm trying to think of anything. Pogger money, yeah. Trying to think of things, something that I do need to fund. Or rather not fund, like I have enough money, you know? Not enough, yeah, I mean... I mean, I won't be broke. But it's a chair. I should get another chair. Mine is pretty bad, not very ergonomic. It's okay comfortable. My brother tells me I have a bad chair, and I'm like, okay, and I don't really care. I borrowed his chair one time. He has one of those tall officey-ish chairs, but like fancy, you know? Anyways, I don't know, I didn't feel that different when I sat in it. I think maybe it was a little bit better, but I guess, I don't know. So I don't like die or something, I guess I'll get a new chair. I used to hate my chair. Don't you sit in like a wood kind of chair, or like doesn't have wheels? But what fixed my posture is those plushies you stuff in between your desk. In between. It's not, yeah. I don't know, you took enough pictures, it's probably somewhere. What am I doing? Keeps my back locked in and prevents me from going gremlin mode. I don't understand, but okay. I don't get it. But yeah. New dog video. Really only me and one other person and another person. That's 3 people care. Me, Darth, and the other new person that likes Dog. Hello, Luan Arcade, welcome. Nice dance, very pog. But yeah, it's a very, very good video. Very entertaining, even outside of the Doug universe. Yeah, it was a good video. I think they needed to animate the Charizard though. I saw the chat. People were like, "You was the one on the Switch," and then Thug But then it was okay. The ending was fine anyways. When he used on the wall, the chat was funny. The players are funny, except the the bard who used suggestion on the first floor, and I was like, no, and so was the chat. They were like, no. It was like, you know. But then again, no spoilers. It's not that important. It's not like I said if they win or not or something. What was I? Oh, the wizard. Halfway. Oh, you're not done. Everyone who was the wizard was really cool. You know, the wizard, but with Riz. You know, you saying that makes me feel like they're gonna lose. That you'll see. Barbarian was always funny. Yeah, they got the dress and then they were like, no. I think they threw like one time. The person, the bard was generally not a good person. But everyone who was the wizard was super funny. Like, you know, being divorced is like a joke on the channel. Like everyone's divorced, you know? And then on the very first floor, they establish that the wizard and the bard are divorced. And then it was and then the wizard was like, I love when you put the thing in the fridge thing, and then it's like, in the hole, in my hole, you know. And yeah, Hot Pocket line. Wait, oh. I thought that was the fridge part. Oh yeah, that was the Hot Pocket part. Yeah, the chat has really good setups. Bard was self-sabotaging. Well, yeah, the bard, you know, the bard wasting the one chance suggestion was like a floor one thing. It's hardly even a spoiler. He just uses it on the first floor on the weakest character, and it worked. But wait, no, it didn't work. I don't think it did work. I think it was all. Oh no, he ate the Oreo. I guess it worked. Porky needs his time to shine. Okay, you go. You can finish that video whenever you want. But yeah, the wizard person was always pretty good. They did a lot of kick flips. I was surprised no one fell from the second floor. You'll see. It was a really good one. Good video. Fully produced. I bought a couple Gundam kits, so I'll watch while I build. Okay. Like now? Huh. So none of the Humble bundles were interesting. There are like a couple games I'm interested in, but not enough to buy the whole bundle when I feel like, yeah, okay. Gundam. I think if I go back to the Japanese store, I will buy the Makima little plush thingy next time. If it's there. I don't know if it'll even be there. Who knows? Maybe unlucky, no more. Makima. Anyways, right now, today, I want to do art for some card prints. I had another idea, but it's like, you know, a longer project. So, right now, I want to make, designs for a test print to see the prints, the paper quality, the print quality, the effect quality, you know, it's gonna be like a pearlescent or a holographic effect. Ain't no print like a card print. Add it to the backlog. Speaking of backlog, I just mentioned a little bit ago, like 5 minutes ago. I got a couple more commissions on VGen, you know, the commission website thingy. There's apparently a request I got a month ago, but I didn't see the email in my inbox, but I got one for like a new one like yesterday-ish. And I was like, oh, I got a new one. And then I looked, and then there was another one that was like a month old, and I was like, oh no. But they also still continued. So now I have two of them to do. So yeah. Surprise, yeah. But yes, this test print thing I want to do. Another idea that I am adding to the backlog is I either want to make tarot cards or a standard deck of cards. Except it will be a gigantic project. But yeah, that's also dependent on this test print if it goes good. Although I saw some sample pictures from other people who made cards, and they said it was fine. So I think it'll be fine anyways, but I want to have them in my hands. So we will make some art for it. And yeah. Also, I drafted a subathon list, but I don't expect to get through the list at all. Like, you know, in practicality. But but I, you know, it's a very long list. I was like, what else can I do? More stuff. But yeah. It's okay. But I always don't feel good about doing monetization centric events. So it kind of feels bad, but on the other hand, it's just like kind of like a fun thing. But yeah. And heck. Okay. So card. Well, I don't know what to draw yet. I think it'll either be Knob or it'll be Slime, or it'll be a miscellaneous character. Also, I've been thinking of getting something celebratory for me, to memorialize my achievement so far. So I have been thinking of getting another plushie. Perhaps every day we return back to Knob. Knob is actually not the easiest thing to draw in terms of how do you draw a Knob but different, because Knob looks the same a lot of the time. Good idea, I support plushies. Huh. Yeah. It's just something that crossed my mind, but I didn't think too much about it. Maybe later. Music stopped. Weird. Okay. What to do? Barely had any plushies. What happened to the music? The buffering. Okay. I've been thinking if I wanted to get the Kirby one or not, but then I don't have any other options. I don't know. Rikakuma? Is that just another color of Rilakuma? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do yet. Drink. Bear and Pomporin. Oh. I've been seeing a lot of Cinnamoroll and Sanrio stuff. But Cinnamoroll, you know, his ears are always a little more disappointing than... What duck? Huh? Oh, camera didn't like that. Whoops. Bear. Kiroi toy. Let me see. There's some, I was thinking like some of the... Oh! That thing. Pick in Discord? Okay. Some of the ones I passed up on, like... What's happening? Passed up for Enemy North. I kind of wish I could get some things like that. Because those were cute. Okay, I don't know what's going on with the music. It's just kind of dying. Oh. I think it is an opera thing, kind of. I don't know. I don't understand. Whatever, I can't do anything. Let me see. There was what was it called? Puff Pals. Their shipping is really expensive though. Okay. Are you looking at the same thing? Puff Pals? Fitness approved. I want the Daikon the most. I have the oh god. I don't like the music buffering. I have the huh. Maybe it's just a song, I don't I don't know. Could be the song. I have the... Okay, hold on. Let me show you the good plushies. Okay, how does this look? Okay, look at these. They're plushies. Very round. So, the ones I like. Okay. I already have one. And, the fabric quality is different. It's a lot more furrier. And so, I like this guy. You can kind of tell why. You can tell why. Oops, I forgot about the gibberish. I like this guy. I have the glow-in-the-dark purple version, which I posted before. It does glow in the dark, I like it a lot. So I want this guy. And there's the carrot. I like the carrot. I mostly want the Daikon, but the texture is, you know, furrier. Not a hedge. Definitely not a hedge. Isn't that okay? I kind of want the cow, but the cow's a little generic. But I like it. I'll go. I don't know. Nubs. Okay. The snowman. This list is a lot shorter than it used to be. So anyways, you can tell. Muscle Man, yeah. What was that? Limited edition. Yeah. So yeah, I want these, and they're super duper big. Cause it's the big dearest slime. Oh, Yokazi, welcome back. Look at how big it is. Hey, oh, I didn't know that bot was here. What? I didn't turn that bot on. Anyways, I guess that's there. Hi, Paloma. Look at this big plushie. But anyways, it's really expensive. It's like, what? 45. That's $45 dues. And the shipping is expensive. Bleh. I paid a lot for the Kirby. And it was like similar. What was my size plush? I don't know if it was smaller. Kirby is always worth it. It was worth it. There's a $33 one right now, and it's like the same size. See, look at how fluffy these guys are instead of like the thin, the short hair, you know? So my mushroom, glow-in-the-dark mushroom is like that. It's like furry. Starting to notice almost every time I've been here, you welcome back me, almost like you expect me to be here. These plushies are adorable. Yes! Hey, welcome back everyone who comes back. But yes, everyone must come back, no matter what. Okay, carrot. Carrot. Wait, Hi, I'm back. Slime wife? Oh. Big! Look at how big this is. Look how furry it is. It's life. Some is like 2 years old. 1. We're coming up on the slime anniversary. It was like September 13 or something. How do you know it's the same thing? Look at this tiny one. Anyways, I'm pretty happy with my glow-in-the-dark mushroom. But yes, this shipping is really expensive. I'm not going to go to the shipping page. Let me see if I can find it on in my want to purchase records. I think like it should probably only show a vague location. I haven't looked at this in a long time, so I don't know where the shipping is. Or I could just like take it off the screen, I guess. That works too. $28.63? Yeah, it's super expensive. Well, I've paid similar for what's it called? For Mecha Japan, because it's like 20 something too, right? For like big plushies and stuff. But I always like buy multiple things, so it kind of doesn't feel like it's expensive. Do they do free shipping? No. Wait, who? What? Who? No. No one does. No one does free shipping to Canada. Knob News. Hi, Mika. They lied. Wait, where? Yeah, this is free USA shipping. It would... the red bar? It says USA. I can't read. Well, yeah, you can't see it on the screen or on my screen very well. Free USA shipping over $70. You could get 2 big plushies and get free shipping. Damn. If only we had someone across the border to smuggle plushies. York carrot. No, York carrot. Lagio was already here. Anyways, yeah. This is my endeavor. Here's this one. Here's the other one that I like. This is the big size, the super big size, and he's like, he holds the wand. But he looks a lot like the one I have. So it kind of makes, like, it's redundant to have 2 of them. Here's a potato. Here's a potato. Look. Hold on. There's a potato. Potato! This one. It's on the new one. The song's buffering. I think it might be the video. Oh, I like this song. Sad. It's gonna buffer, I know. That's me. Cross the border with plushies. Potato. What are you talking about for 2? Shipping? Are you talking about Puff Pals or are you talking about Mecha? But yeah. This company, I bought the pre-order alpha for the game. So, unfortunately, I think they say I'm not allowed to stream it. I might be able to at least do a Discord stream for the game if they really don't want to, like, want me to stream the alpha. Oh, this is only the store. Oh, wait, this one. This one. I also bought the art book. So I'm gonna get the art book when that's ready. Look at this! Shipping is cheaper if you bulk order. Tempting. $34.77 Canadian or US. Sentient potatoes in Final Fantasy. US. That was like a whole $50 Canadian. I like this aesthetic a lot. Really nice. So I did back the game. I got the big plushie. And I got the art book. And the alpha. There's no music in this, is there? There's music, hold on. Hold on, stop the music. But yeah, I don't know. Some money. It's so hard. Look at this. Gameplay. The alpha should come out this year. Get these animals. So yeah. You're gonna see the mushroom guys, the pet. Come on. Frog! After some time, the gameplay is a little bit more questionable. Mushroom! Look at him! It's a shiitake mushroom. So cute. Cute! So yeah, the plushie side of the brand has expanded, like, to just be, you know, very... That's, like, pretty much its own thing, even. So people just like the plushies. They don't even, like, know about the game and stuff. But anyways. The game is cool. Bridge! Yeah. Chimkin! You have to. Huh. Instant winner. Hmm. So yeah, I have the alpha for this, and I will obviously have the actual game, I think. I think I get the actual game. I don't remember. Um, so if anything, I'll do a Discord stream of it sometime. If I think alpha can't be streamed, but early access might be able to, but I don't know. I don't know. I did get it though. The plushie was all worth it. All worth it. It glows. Oh, what should I do now? Eh, yeah, I think the music doesn't like certain songs. Or the internet doesn't like certain songs. Heard about it? Puff Pals? Yeah. Okay, we're gonna skip this song because I think it's buffering too hard. But yeah! More plushie choices. But I only started getting plushies in the last 2 years. The rabbit hole of plushies. I think I've bought all the figures that I've ever planned on buying. Now, I have a 1-7, no, I have a 1-6. I have a pop-up parade. I have a prize figure. I have a lot of Nendoroids. Yeah, that kind of covers everything. So I kind of just get the, you know, a little bit of everything. It's a whole world out there. Nobdoroids. Oh yeah. Hey. Oh, I bought another glow-in-the-dark plushie. It's a Kirby, and it's cute. I really like glow-in-the-dark plushies nowadays. And so it's like, it's, you know, it's a steal for me. There's an arcade across your grocery store. Nobbers, do you have a cousin named the Bobbers? Sometimes. Nah. Man, I wouldn't trust any of those. The arcades. I've never gotten anything big out of it. The only place I would trust to get like a big plushie by chance is like with odds is claw machine places, you know, like the good ones though, like certain good ones that aren't like totally abysmally rigged. But in that case, I guess, like, unless they don't sell them anywhere, I would probably rather just buy the one I want. They are claw machines? Oh, it's not, is it like an arcade, like claw machines only, only or mostly, or is like mostly claw machines, like that's their thing? There was like this food fair thingy, Asian food fair, and there was a stall for a claw machine place, but obviously very expensive. It's big. Oh, I only went one time to play a claw machine place, like a place that had a lot of claw machines. And I got a red octopus. And I never saw it again. I don't know where it is. It's lost forever. Claw Machine Heaven. Thank you, Wobox Animator. Welcome to the stream. I've been having an itch. I haven't touched the canvas. I've been having an itch to do coding programming again, but I have too many other projects to do first. So, too bad. Unfortunate. Oh, and also the game jam finished. You know the game jam I've been telling you guys about. Oh, we should watch that video. We should look at it. It's cool. I already watched it, but I feel like you guys would understand my excitement. So let me show you it's a video. I feel like I would feel too miserable if I really played Claw Machine for too long, like a Claw Machine place, and I didn't get anything. Like, I would want to try, like, my skills and stuff, but it's, like, too much pressure. What is it called? The GMTK... Game Jam. Hello. Hi. Hello. Welcome. Sorry, I'm not doing art at the moment. I tangent a lot. Make a
Earlier
Wobox.
this month,
Ah! What's a Wobox? Let me just look at your picture, I suppose. Is that a Wobox? Yeah, that's it. Same but not same at the same time. I watch a lot of CDawg's crane game videos, and it's like, damn. But, you know, the money he puts in, like, there's like, what is it? Is it 300 or 500? I think it's 300 or $500. You can get like 6 big plushies. Go to Google to check. Is it from a game? Is it a show? I don't know what it is. I've never heard of it. Influencer money, and then you put it on your taxes, your tax returns. Oh damn, drama. Popular game? Why do I not know it? Huh? What's that? Huh? Why does this kind of look a little familiar? Is it? Huh? How old is this? I was kind of out of my abilities to draw properly. That's cool. That was pretty crazy. Man, I don't know if I've seen this before, but I think it has like the childhood, like 3D style that I remember from some video games. But yeah. Ah. Okay. Okay, so we pause the music. Everything's buffering. Everything's buffering. How's this look? Okay. Kinda okay. I think it's good. Kinda? Okay. Why is it buffering so much? Kinda weird. Okay. Switch over. Subtitles are on. It's pretty warm. It's still pretty warm. I hate it. Songs? No, never heard of it. Okay, let me see.
Earlier this month, I challenged 23,000 game
Game
designers to
Jam.
create a brand new game in just 48 hours. And what's more, the game had to fit a very difficult theme. That's right, roles reversed. I wanted to see games that let us become a character that we don't normally get to play. Like, instead of
I was thinking
controlling
of
the
playing
buff knight
some
in
Game
Son
Jam
of Armor,
games,
what happens if we get
but
to play as the
I
army of
realized
enemy
that'd be a lot of
skeletons instead?
games.
As always, the community
And also it's hard to
rose
find the
the
good
challenge.
ones.
They submitted over 6,000
Like the really good ones, because there's too many games to play.
Once again, the biggest jam in itch.io's history. Sorry about the servers. I played through the top
You have a really
100 rated
specific,
games and picked out my 20 absolute favorites. These
mm,
games are clever, creative, inventive,
what's it called?
and
Scope.
annoyingly good for games made in a single weekend. As always, the results are in no particular order or ranking, and this year I've bundled them into groups that show off different takes on the theme. Okay, so a very popular take on the theme was to make a game with a hero character who moves
Broccolino.
every level by themselves, and you've got to help or hinder them by taking on a completely different role.
So my
Take, for
idea when I
instance,
was
Princess
planning on maybe
Here,
making
the
something
titular princess
kind of
is
like in
very
this
much the
in the
main
scope
character.
where
She takes
the
on
main
waves
character
of
is
demonic
somebody
effects
else
and
and then you
slides
play
between
as the
states.
assistant
You, on the other
character.
hand, play
That was
as
kind of the
Hermione's
thing I was
minion
kind of
sidekick.
going
So
towards,
you
but then
dash around the
I
level to pick up weapons
didn't
and health
do it.
potions, which you can then yeet towards the
But in the end,
princess
I'm kind
to
of
help
glad
her
I didn't
out,
do it
which
because
means
I
you're
would have
basically
wanted to
playing
commit
as
more
Elizabeth
time to
from
something I
Bioshock
really
Infinite.
wanted to do.
But it's surprisingly fun
So I'm
to
glad
play
I
in the
passed
support role. For
on
one,
making
while
a
it can be
game.
tricky to work alongside an autonomous AI, these
Just
cute
focus.
thought bubbles help make the princess's decision-making more transparent. And there's some clever design here, as you juggle your own needs.
So yeah,
with
the
those
princess
of
is
these.
just
Here,
AI, and then you're
when
just
you
a
pick up a
support
health
character
potion,
picking
for
up
instance,
weapons
you
and
have to ask
healing
yourself,
items
who
and
needs
stuff.
this more, you or me?
This is like
Another
a
take on this
vampire
idea can be
survivor
seen
style.
in Ledge Painter. You're a game dev making a fancy 3D shooter, but alas, your playtesters can't seem to navigate the level without some assistance. So it's
What
time
games
to
are you
do what
interested
all
in?
AAA
In this
games
game
do
jam
and pave the way
specifically?
forward with bright
Or
hero
what do you
splotches.
mean?
The game split
What do you
into two
mean?
halves. You've got the editor, where you lay down your paint from a limited
This one's
supply,
cool.
and then you hit play and see how the AI-controlled character
In
handles your
general,
stage. You can also look at the
I like-
tutorial, which is also about
I like,
painting a level layout to give commands
RPG,
to an autonomous hero.
JRPG.
So those are games
I
where
like
you
2D
help the AI-driven
platformers. I
character
like
reach
3D
their goal, but
platformers.
plenty of games went the other way and instead pitted you against
Hack and
the
slash is
protagonists.
fine.
Ready or Not is clearly inspired by the breakout hit Vampire Survivors, but instead of playing as the
Farming
whip-wielding
games,
hero,
of
you're now
course.
commanding the army
Big
of
fan,
enemies.
big fan.
Each one is on a different
What
cooldown timer,
else?
so you
What
need to
do I
bounce
play?
between the
Puzzle
different birds
game.
to create a varied team. When you do enough damage, you can pick from a random selection of upgrades.
I don't really do
faster cooldowns
FPS,
to
but
twice as many
like
spawns. Now, I have to
every
admit,
once in a
the
while I get
similar
kind of
entry,
interested in like
Vampire
just
No
trying it.
Survivors, is probably a little bit
So I've played
smarter, as you must
Overwatch
carefully
before, and I
spend
was
a
like,
limited
cool,
pool of
fun.
resources to build the most
My
effective
hand-eye
army of
coordination is
enemies.
pretty
I
bad,
slightly preferred playing Ready or Not,
but
probably
it was
because
fine.
there's
Like
something
just
wickedly
playing is
fun
kind of fun,
about
but
spawning
I
such
don't
a
like
massive
MOBAs
pool of
just because
pigeons
there's too
that it
much of
literally breaks the game's
it's too
audio
much
system.
stress to perform well for your team, because
Another
it's just kind of
popular approach to
toxic.
this theme was to take a well-known game
Don't
and
touch
completely flip it
FPS.
on its head. So
Yeah.
Inside Job is an upside
I
down
mean,
tower
you know,
defense
there's
game
single
where you
player
place down the
FPS.
minions
There's like
rather than the
Borderlands.
towers.
There's
You've got a
is
bunch of
Bioshock
different
one.
baddies to pick from, each on
Do you shoot a
different
gun in that
cooldowns,
game?
and
I
you have to
forget.
carefully deploy them to overwhelm the opponent's defenses. Sometimes
Never a
that
day
means
goes by
making
when I don't
sure
get
many
yelled at at
enemies
an
arrive at
FPS.
towers simultaneously, so some slip by unharmed, or using a costly power-up to temporarily
Platformers.
shut down
I just
the
thought of
defenses.
Kirby.
Bonus points to tower attack, which also toyed
Borderlands
with the
2 was
tower
super
offense
fun.
concept. Another genre that's ripe for
Portal
reversal
is under
the stealth
puzzle
game. In Sneaker
puzzle
Doodle, we actually
platformer-ish.
want to be spotted by
Well,
patrolling
physics
guards.
games,
You
because that
play as
counts.
an attention-hungry bitch who wants to be chased
That's
by
why I
humans,
like
but not Court and Cover.
Tricky
So you need
Towers.
to
I
intentionally
was always
click
interested
these
in it,
wandering
but no one
blueprins
really
and
played
then make a
it.
dash for it
It was
before you're actually
fine.
caught. This leads to some
And
surprisingly
I only played it
clever
single
levels
player,
as
it was
you
kind
dart
of
under tables,
and that's
squeeze
sad.
through tight gaps, and
But yeah, it
carefully
was
choose
fun.
the order in which you get spotted so you don't find yourself
Tricky
trapped.
Towers look so fun, yeah.
Retro games
It does
also
look like a
provided
lot of
good
fun.
opportunity for role reversal.
It's
In
so
Bricker Breaks
satisfying
Free,
too.
the game starts with a very familiar setup. A
Borderlands,
puddle
I always hear
firing
good
a
things
ball
about. I
towards
have
a bundle of
played a little
blocks.
bit of it.
Then
I don't
things
remember when
change.
or
The
where,
camera swaps into an isometric view,
but it was
and
like
you're
the
now controlling
main
the entire field of blocks
the
as a
main
single amorphous
FPS that I
character.
wanted to play
Now
out of like
you're
any
moving
of
through
them. I had a lot
corridors
of
enemy
fun playing
panels and
Halo. I
wandering
played a
halls. You can
a
shoot at the panels to
multiplayer
destroy them, but
Halo
this actually
before.
uses your
It was
blocks
cool.
as ammo, making you
Is
a tiny
fun.
bit smaller with every shot you
And
take. And the smaller you
it's a little
get,
boring,
the more
but
vulnerable your core becomes.
it's your
However,
favorite
it's not
too.
all bad being small.
Oh.
You can use your
Yeah,
slim
Borderlands
structure
is
to sneak through tight gaps.
stylistically in a lot
This
of
is a
things
fun,
very
frantic,
cool,
and very
very
clever
fun.
twist on an arcade favorite. I
Good
just
characters,
love
good
games that use the
designs,
characters'
good
shifting size
good
and
vibe,
shape to organically
everything.
change the way you play the game.
And of course, I
Kinda
play
like
MMOs
Snake,
and stuff,
which
but I haven't
actually
really been
inspired
playing
2
anymore.
games in the top 100.
Uh,
My favorite though
because
was
grind has been
Versus
taking up a
Snake,
lot of
which
my
turns the
time and
sedate
stuff,
Nokia phone
and
favorite into a
I
legitimately
shouldn't.
scary first-person horror game.
Yeah.
So you
Oh
need to
yeah.
find
Oh
all
yeah.
the
Of course,
apples
the
in
wit,
room
the
and feed them to the snake, or you can throw
I was
them
gonna say
far away from you to
choreography,
distract the
the
giant cobra and give
dialogue,
yourself a chance to get away. It plays on the familiar AI patterns of the original
the
game, but
script,
turns it into
whatever,
something
all
completely
very
fresh.
cool.
Real-world games were also at the mercy of our clever game jammers. Descriptionary
I guess
is
that's
a
all the.
really
Oh, this one was
imaginative
super
rethink
cute.
of Pictionary. Basically,
I mean, it's
the
like the
character
not the
tells you
most
what to
complex
draw,
thing,
just
but it's like
squares,
it's
lines,
cute.
arches, and circles with
You
vague
could tell
directions
someone's
for
got
where
an
they should
artist,
go.
like
You can then doodle
a
that in the box
a-
below. Your job is to guess
like they have
what
like a
you've
bigger
just drawn.
team.
It's a bit like translating the same message
villain.
through 4 languages on Google Translate. You know, things start getting a bit wonky, but you can still figure out the original intent.
Someone made a
This
whole
game
drawing
is super
program.
polished and well worth a play. I also want to give props to The Last Piece Standing for being a rare chess-based game that I actually enjoy. You play as the king and have to destroy a bunch of enemy pieces that are slowly marching towards your army. However, you can borrow the powers of the other pieces to make massive jumps and diagonal leaps across the board.
Pokemon Go
This
isn't
turns
really
each
doing
bout
community
into a
days
careful
lately.
positioning puzzle. Good
They've
stuff.
been doing some other things.
Another
They're
way
having
to
like a
interpret the
hatching
theme was
day
to look
for
at the different
Riolu,
roles in games
which
and
kind of sucks because you have to like
relationships, and let us
walk
take
2
the side where we
kilometers,
don't
which
usually
is like
get to play.
who has that
For
many
instance,
incubators?
where we become
to-
a shopkeeper
Are they
NPC
giving free
from your
incubators
typical
or something?
RPG.
I don't
In
know.
each round, you have a limited amount of
2
money to
kilometers
spend
instead
on
of
the
walking for like
weapons,
2 minutes and then
shields, food,
catching a
and potions
Pokemon.
brought
I don't
in
know.
by a
It doesn't
brave
sound
and
good to me.
copyright-dodging adventurer.
It's
You then
for
flip to the
Riolu.
storeroom, where you embrace your inner Leon
You're
S.
stuck with the
Kennedy and
infinite
try
one?
to
That's
squish
so
all the stuff
lame.
into the cramped
You can only
confines
hatch like
of a crate.
4 times or
What's more,
something.
certain items can affect their surroundings, so don't put a magic flame sword
Lame.
next to your bananas because the
I
fruit will
usually
go
want to
bad.
do
Sure,
community
we
day
have
every
some
month
games
because
about
it's like
being a
good
shopkeeper,
to get
but this
out
was still a cute
for
game
like a
and is
day
worth checking
and just
out.
enjoy
Another
and
game
then
to
like
do
drink
this
some bubble
was
tea,
Crab Juice.
walk
It's clearly
around.
inspired by the horrible head crabs from
But
the
yeah,
Half-Life
this
games,
last
those
2,
mutant
there
chicken
was like a
nuggets that
Squirtle
pounce on your
thingy,
face.
Squirtle
But
day
here,
thing.
it's used to make an excellent puzzle.
I don't know.
Playing as
I
the head crab,
didn't
you have to get
understand.
around these cramped levels
Anyways,
by
I didn't
leaping
do it.
from one human's face to another.
Roxas
Soon you'll be flinging yourself into
impersonator.
switches to open doors, narrowly avoiding
Welcome
enemies
to
with
the
guns,
stream.
and ricocheting yourself off walls for a better
But yeah, no more
vantage point.
Pokemon Go for
Pets
now
and Pokemon
because
were also common targets for role reversal. We're so
the
used to playing
mechanics
as the
are
human
bad.
that we don't stop to think what it's like to be the animal. Not so in Walkies, a game where you play as a bone-hungry dog who is cruelly constrained by
I
a
forget
tight
which
leash
one was
and a
my
strong
favorite game
owner.
in the
So
game
the owner
jam
wanders
or
around
in
the
this
town
or in this
automatically,
video.
giving you a
I
small
forget
radius to explore for
which one I
bones,
like.
but also ways to gain power.
Mm.
You
Oh,
can
I think
get
there's like a
pets from passing
puzzly
humans there,
game
or
later
use
that
fire
I
hydrants
liked.
as a handy toilet. Once you're
Some
powered
kind
up
of puzzle
completely,
solving
the screen
thingy.
zooms out, and now the dog is totally in charge. You can zoom around at double speed, and the human is powerless to stop you. It's a fun back and forth of power and powerlessness. Meanwhile, in One Day Better, you play as a cat who tries to help its depressed human. The dude wakes up in a funk, a fuzzy fog of thoughts clouding their mind.
This
Left
one
to
is
their own
a
devices, they'd happily
kind of like a
sleep in all
deeper
day,
game,
but
it
their
seems like.
faithful Moggy can use a few tools to get them going. So you can
Cat.
meow to get the human's attention,
Oh,
scratch at stuff
tired.
to make them move towards objects,
little
and even
sleepy
headbutt the human's legs
today.
to get them to move between rooms.
Oh,
Using
yeah.
these 3 commands, you can make your owner tidy their room, have a shower, and eat breakfast. It's a heartfelt and touching little game about the restorative power of animals, and I really liked it. Another take on the theme was to give you a pretty standard game and then pull the rug from beneath your
Huh?
feet by reversing the roles. Take
Oh, a cat.
You versus You. It's a platformer. and you have to
Almost
get the
makes me
angel
want
to
to
the
get a
goal
cat.
before time
Funny,
runs out.
for
Seems
some reason I
simple
randomly
enough,
thought
but
of
then
a
you replay the
cat
level,
name
but
that I
now
would
as
have
an
liked,
imp
and I
who
was
has
like,
to kill
that'd be
the
a good
angel
cat name.
before
I'm
he
not
reaches the
sharing
door,
it because it's
and
a
then you play
secret.
it again, but as
I'm
another
not sharing
angel
it.
who
You
now
can't
has to
steal
reach
my
the door
cat name.
while dodging the imp
Or
and
dog
bullets.
name.
Hopefully,
Same
making
thing.
some sense. Basically, you're simultaneously
Share.
killing
No.
and dodging yourself
Will not.
and must think several steps
I
ahead.
don't remember
so you
letting
don't screw
Kofi
yourself
bot in
over
here.
future runs. I think you just need to play this to really get
But
it. It's a wonderfully
like,
clever game. Not surprising
trade?
when you learn it was made by the
N-
developer
no.
behind 2D and
No.
Clockdy, which also started life
I
as a
want
game
it.
jam game. Reversal Rooms
I
also
will not
begins as
trade.
a basic platformer.
Huh?
But then, in level 2,
No.
your jump button actually controls the spikes. Then you control the spring, and then the door. It's a manic, context-switching head-scratcher that basically feels like WarioWare
I am more.
as a platform.
I'm more
Really
interested in like
and then
non-name
Ragdoll
kind of
looks
names.
your average
Like I like
button
names
simulator,
that
but
you
then
can't
this
possibly give
happens.
people
Oops.
because I hate
Turns out
thinking
you
of
need to use the
people
ball
when
as a
I
bounce pad to
think
get
of
around the
animals.
level.
When I
It's
think of
actually way more
pets.
than a slapstick sight gag, though.
I don't
It
want to
quickly
like.
turns into a tricky
I don't want to
platform
name
where you
something
must carefully
Charlie,
time your
and then
swings
you
with the
meet
correct
a
power
terrible
and
person
angle.
named
You play
Charlie,
through
and then
this
you're like, oh
entire
god.
game
And
with a big
then you
smile on
always
your
have to
face.
think of like
Highly
a
recommend this
person,
one.
or even if you don't hate
And
the
then
person,
the
it's like
final
when you
twist
think
on
of
the
that
theme
name, it's
was
like
to go
always someone you
completely
know.
meta.
It's like I don't
Let's
want
start
that.
with
I always
pause
name
to play,
things like
which makes the
like
pause
a
menu an
like a
active
potato.
participant in the puzzles.
like
So,
a
pausing the game doesn't
like
actually
a
stop the action,
like
but
a
it does flash up some
Pocky or
buttons which can
something.
be used as platforms
You know,
to get
like
around.
food.
Then, the option sliders can be used
Fluffy.
as lifts, but they change
Potato
the settings
is
as
good
you
cat
go up and
name.
down. You can
Never
zoom
heard
the
of
camera, for
a cat
instance,
for that.
to
Oh,
turn your
this one
character
has a
into
really
tiny
interesting
speck.
mechanics. I
More
think
ideas are
this
explored
one's
as the
pretty
levels go on.
interesting.
It's an inventive puzzle platformer
Couch
with plenty of room
potato.
to grow into a full
But yeah,
game
I don't
if the
I
designer
don't like
wishes. A tip of the hat
actual
to The
names.
Adventures of Radish Boy,
I need
which
names
also uses
that
pause as a game mechanic.
dehumanize
We also
the
saw
pet.
games that reverse the roles between player and designer. In making the game, you start with a platformer that is far too easy, just a brief stroll from start to finish. So you have to choose the next avenue for the designer from a list of 3 random choices. Each time you expand the game, it gets harder and harder, but you've got to complete the level to carry on. When the game gets so difficult that it's just
Put
incredibly
that out of
tedious to play, it's
context.
time to hit release. Maybe a little dig
Dehumanize
at your humble host, I don't know,
the
but
what
I
did I
still like
say?
this game a lot. We also
Pet?
saw games that reverse the roles so hard that they actually incorporated the game jam
That's gonna
into the
be a
game
very short
itself.
clip.
There was, of course, Video Editor's Toolkit, which lets you play as me editing this video right now.
Oh, this one's pretty
A
funny.
big salute for our sponsor. Please check them out.
But I'm going to give the win
You cancelled
to our
yourself. Do
dearest
it.
player,
Do it. I
which emulates the
need clout.
experience of being a game jam judge in this exact jam. You play through a handful of simple reversed role games, including a surprisingly good Flappy Bird clone, before handing out stars in different categories. There's even a broken WebGL page, which makes the whole thing super authentic. And then finally, Screamer is a wonderful fourth wall breaking.
Oh yeah,
meta
this one is
comedy.
such an
The game
interesting
features
concept.
a gibbering Twitch streamer who is showing off some low-rent
This
horror
is
game
like the
with a
most
spooky
creative
villain.
game
But then
that
the
was
screen pans
presented.
up to reveal that you are actually playing as the villain. You're carrying an iPad showing the stream.
I think you
meaning
guys
that
can hear,
triangulate the location of the streamer
and or
sneak up
read.
behind them for a jump scare. You don't want to make
But
the
yeah,
game too
you
scary.
are
You want to vary your
you
approach
are
to build
the
tension and raise
monster
even
character.
numbers. Plus, you'll want to
And
hold
then
back to hear
you're
the
trying to
streamer's
jump
inane
scare
babbling about
the streamer.
Disney World and dreams.
But
This
you
is
can
a
see the
genuine
stream.
galaxy-brained game idea and needs to be explored
Super
further.
Galaxy Brain.
So there we have it. By reversing
But yeah,
roles,
the
these
winner
clever
has
game
not
designers found
been
fertile
decided yet.
ground for brand new game ideas. We
But,
helped and
yeah, these
hindered AI-driven
games
heroes.
are
We
cool.
turned classic game ideas on their heads. We took on unfamiliar roles. We saw surprising twists on familiar
there's, like,
concepts, and we went so meta
thousands
that
of
the fourth wall
games
shattered
submitted,
into
so it's
1,000
really hard
pieces.
to
As always,
look through
I want to
them.
shout out some honourable mentions. Fire Hose is a manic score-chasing arcade game where you play as a firefighter who starts fires. You can only move as far as your hose will allow, so you'll then need to jump into the fire truck and
Tomorrow,
drive somewhere else. The Contrarian Press sees you make the judicious use of censor
tomorrow's
bars
another
to
working day,
rewrite
but I
newspaper
will.
headlines and make new
We'll see.
stories.
We'll see if I
It's
stream
all
again
presented
tomorrow.
with arty cut-out collage images. And Spared is a bowling game where you play as the pins. You've got to dodge.
Yeah,
the
I need
last
to.
hit avoid
So I
being
need to
struck
work on
down,
these
and
card
different
prototype
bowlers with
things.
special powers are introduced to mix things
Test
up.
prints
To be
that I
honest,
want
can
to. I want to
easily recommend
test,
a dozen
and
more.
then
So you can now head to
and so
itch.io
then I
and
can
find
start
the
on the
full
projects
list of
like
games and the
oh
published
god, I have like
rankings
a
of all the
multiple big
entries.
projects I
Have a
want to
look
do.
through
I
the
want to
top
do
100 titles at the very least.
card deck,
Thank you so much to everyone who
or
took part in the jam,
trading
or rated
cards,
some games.
or
Thanks to all the
tarot
mods on
cards,
Discord,
or
to
all of
everyone who
them.
made our awesome Team Finder app,
So
and
that'll
to
be a
Leaf over
gigantic
at
project.
itch.io. An extra huge thank you to my patrons who fund GMTK Game Jam and mean we don't have to get
But yeah, it'll be
sponsors
super
involved.
cool.
The jam will
See
be
you
back
next
in
year.
2024, so subscribe
talking
to
about
this
the
channel
video
to
or
receive
me?
the date announcement.
Me,
next
I'm
year.
gonna be
And
gone,
that's a
too
wrap for
busy.
2023. See you next
2022. I haven't seen this video in a long time.
GMTK Game Jam 2022
So
was
this is how I do
massive.
things. I just keep
More
watching
than
videos
22,000
with all the
people signed up
projects.
for the
Yeah.
jam, and within 48 hours, they'd
Well,
batched
rather
together
it's
more
the
than
opposite. I keep
6,000
making these
games.
plans, and you
That
guys
makes
still
it,
see me like
once
every
again,
single
our
day.
biggest
I'm
jam
still here
yet.
every single
But it
time.
also had perhaps the most challenging theme to date.
Nothing has
Participants
changed
had to
at
design
all.
their game around
Relatable.
the phrase, roll of the dice. And so
The
our brave designers had to
game-
come up with games about randomness,
Game
probability,
development.
and
Definitely
rolling
want to
numbered
make a
polygons.
game.
But I should
A
never
new-
doubt these devs.
new
These games
model,
are clever and creative, inventive and
make
imaginative,
plushie,
fun and fiercely unique. After players spent a
make
week rating games, I tried out
a lot
the
of
top
different
100
merch.
rated games and then chose my 20 favorites. So, without further ado, and in no particular
There's so
order,
many things.
these are the best games of the GMTK Game Jam for 2022. One of the main challenges of this jam was wrangling with randomness. If the outcome of the game is completely driven by the roll of the dice, that can rob the player of agency and reduces the importance of strategy. So, a popular solution was to let players design their own dice. You're still at the mercy of RNG, but hey, you're the one who chose the numbers. This is my favourite example of the idea. Rolling for royalty.
Oh, and also,
The game is a
I haven't
series of
really
simple
posted
turn-based
properly
battles
for it.
fought with
But
dice
I did
rolls, and in between each
put up
bout,
the
your dice
Oshinoko
are
keychain,
unfolded, and you can swap out the faces.
and
Do you
pin
want lots
up.
of attacks,
It's
more
actually
shields, perhaps
on
a spell,
my
a modifier,
Etsy
or money
instead
that can be spent
of
on even more faces.
Big
But the game
Cartel
adds a
because
further
I didn't
tactical
bother
layer. After
putting
each
it
roll,
on
you
both.
can choose to
So
re-roll
it is
some of your dice. Now we're adding a sense of
available.
risk
It's
and
just because I
reward.
made
Is it
extras.
better
It's
to
not
just
really
keep
because
that weak attack, or
I
will you risk
wanna
rolling it again for
tell them or
something
anything.
better?
Oh, I should put it on
I
my
had a good
Ko-fi
time
really.
with this game
I should
and
stock my
enjoyed the
Ko-fi store
charming,
properly.
untextured 3D art. I
Um,
could definitely see the idea expanded further into a full
it's so warm.
role-playing
It's so
game.
warm. It's so humid.
There's always
want
some
the
good
turn-
neon
I want the AC to be
high-tempo
on.
score-chasing arcade thrills in
But
the
not
GMTK
everyone in
Game
my
Jam.
family likes
This
having
year,
AC
the
on,
best
so
one
it's like, you know,
Die
one
Hand.
person doesn't want
You
it, the
play
whole house
as a
doesn't
die
get it.
and can click the mouse to ground
That
pound
reminds me,
nearby
huh?
enemies. The dicey twist is that when you land, you get a new number, which dictates how far away you
P5
land when
board
you do
game on
the
Etsy,
next
very
jump.
cool.
So you could be left
Board
with a
game.
tiny
Oh,
1-pip hop or a massive
interesting.
6-pip leap that sends you over to the other side of the
Hmm.
screen. I think it might be fun to have a combo system that only ticks up if you kill an enemy with your leap. That way you can't just get rid of your rubbish 1-pip jumps in favour of something better, but are forced to get up close and personal with baddies. But that's just me backseat designing. What's here
Oh, yeah,
is fast,
that's cool.
fun, and addictive. Give it a shot. Perhaps the most common theme in the Jam was puzzle games where you roll a dice on a grid, whether that's
I'm
to
curious,
spell
but I don't
letters,
have anyone to
climb
play it
structures,
with.
or play
Eh,
rock, paper, scissors. There are some really
how
clever ones
much
that have
is
me
it? Is it
thinking,
like
but my
on the
favourite
higher
of
end, like
bunch
50,
was
60?
Roll of the Dice.
Or is it like
In this elegant
custom made, so
isometric
it's like
game,
$100?
the die acts like a stamp,
Or is
leaving
it
an
like
imprint of its bottommost
90?
face
Okay, that's
whenever you
expected,
roll
but
on
it's
these
like,
white paper
you know, it's just
tiles.
like an
To finish the
independent game.
level,
I
you must
guess,
shift
you know.
and shimmy around so you
60 when it
complete
was
the
on sale.
tiles to
Oh,
match this map
okay.
in the bottom left corner. The
But yeah,
puzzles
that's
are
pretty
well-made,
standard.
often just teeny
Standard
tiny
stuff.
grids that are way harder than they initially seem. You'll have to think carefully about how to
I
spin
liked
your
this
die
game jam
without
because
spoiling
there
the
were a
stamps
lot
you've
of
already
puzzle
placed
games
down.
in the
And
game
the game
jam.
has a simple
It was very
solution
cool.
to a problem faced by a lot of these games, which is you can't always see what's on the other side of the dice. Sure, opposite sides always add up to 7, but who wants to figure that out? So Roll of the Dice uses its camera to always show you 3 sides, and then with a press of the button, you can see icons for the other 3. The game's pretty simple, but I think this would be a great base to
Custom
construct an
dice.
enjoyable
Oh,
puzzle jam.
nice. I never talked about it, but actually,
Randomancer
I was gonna
is a
get into
highly
resin
polished
dice as a
tower defense
hobby.
game
I
where
have
your
a lot of the
fortifications
stuff
are
for it, but I
provided
don't.
at the roll of
Like
the
the one
dice.
thing I don't
Like
have is the
Plants vs.
resin,
Zombies, you need to plop down towers
which
to fend off
I think
enemies
is
who
pretty much the
march along
only thing that I
lanes.
don't
But
have.
instead of choosing them from a list, you must
Because
roll
I
a
don't want to
handful of
get it
dice. So
before
whether you
I
get a
actually want to
powerful
do it.
cannon, a handy shield, or a bomb is
Fire
down to
Emblem
chance.
die.
After each wave, you get to add another die to your collection.
But yeah, I didn't get the
That alone
resin
would
because I
make
didn't
for a
want to
fun
like just
game,
leave it
but
out for too
Randomancer
long,
has a
or leave
spicy
it just
little twist
around for
that
too
adds a
long.
lot
Like
of
I have
fun
a
and charm.
I have a lot of
You
stuff,
see,
a
when
lot
you
of
lob these dice
crafting
into the
stuff
arena,
that
they
are just
big,
sitting around.
heavy, physical objects, which means you can
But yeah,
lob them at
it's something I
enemies
wanted
to
to
do
get
damage.
into. I did buy
This
some
adds an extra
dice
layer of
before. I have
destruction
like a
if you don't
pink
want to
set
throw
and
all of
a
your dice
blue
immediately
set,
after
and they're
roll,
like translucent and
a layer
sparkly,
of
and it's really
knockabout
cool.
physics fun. I'm just left wondering, instead of rolling
It's
the
for
dice and then manually
Pretty
positioning
Rock
the tower
collection
that appears,
purposes, and
would
also
the game be
because I
more
kind of
fun
want to do
if the
D&D
towers just
sometimes.
popped up wherever the dice land?
The
It would be
die
slightly
rabbit
less
hole. I was
technical,
already
but when
there
you're
a little
playing
while
with
ago.
randomness, it's often fun
I
to
never.
just
It was a
lean
very.
hard
It's a
into
very
the chaos.
expensive collection hobby
Another
though.
common theme in the
Like
jam was
I want
twin
sharp
stick
dice,
shooters where
but
you
those are like
physically throw a
expensive
big
because
old
no
die
one makes
at your
cheap sharp
enemies. I
dice.
think my favorite of the bunch was this one.
D&D players crying.
The juice in this one is
But the
just
rocks,
right.
the
It
shiny
feels fun
rocks,
to hike this
the
hefty
colorful
cube at
rocks.
zombie enemies. And the game has a nice
But
ebb
yeah,
and flow.
that's why I
You've
was
got
gonna get
plenty
into it
of
as a
power
hobby
when you're
because I
chucking the
figured like
die,
I'm just
but
gonna
then
make a
you
billion of them
completely
anyway.
collapse as you dodge and weave
I just
through
want a
bodies
lot of
in order to pick
rocks.
the die back up again.
Rocks,
Of course, there's more to it
yeah.
than that. In between rounds, you spend
But
your
then
cash
I
in a
kind of
shop
realized
to
a
add
little
special
late that like
powers to your gun.
to actually
Now,
make it
every time you throw
you
it,
know,
it lands on a random number and plays the
um,
corresponding power.
doable
Maybe shooting out bullets,
at
or
a
launching
decent
missiles,
rate.
or spawning
You need
mines, or dropping
more
out
than
bees.
one set
You
of
can also buy
molds
more dice and
because
fill
you
them
know
with powers to create
you
an
make
arsenal
one
of
mold, then you
magic
pour the
bullets.
mold,
I'm not sure
but then
there's
you have
too
more
much
resin, but you don't
strategy
have any more
involved. I found
molds,
myself just
and then
throwing
it's like,
dice
oh,
as
that
often as
doesn't
possible
work.
and hoping
So
for
I
good
realized
effects,
that a
but
little
I
too
still
late,
had a
but I
blast
never
in a game that is
started the
manic,
hobby. I just have
silly,
a bunch of
and a
stuff
lot of
for
fun.
it. So I wanna, and at this point, I just wanna
Not
make
Your
really
Pawn
big
is
ones,
another
the really big
die-lobbing
D20s,
game, but with a completely
and
different
that's it,
feel.
big rock.
Once again, we
I want
throw
big
a giant
rocks.
die at enemies, this time chess pieces, and every time
Never
the die
escape
lands,
the
it
rock.
rolls
Yeah,
to a
it's
random
it's
number.
a
This is
caveman
important to keep track
brain.
of because
Pretty
each
rock,
enemy is weak to a
shiny,
certain type of number. Some
colorful,
will only take damage if the die
I
is
like it.
odd when it's thrown,
and
or
that's it.
even, or above or below a certain number.
Caveman
Where
brain.
Gimiko is mad and chaotic, not your
Couldn't
pawn
escape the
is
rocks.
slow,
Yeah.
strategic, and thoughtful. I like both vibes, so it was impossible to choose just one. In terms of feedback, I'd perhaps
Hey, I
recommend
matched
making
the
numbers
background
a bit
with
more
my
readable.
dark
They're
sweater.
small and hard to pass, which
I'm like
artificially increases
matching,
the difficulty. I wonder
kinda.
if there's a way to represent these rules in a way that could be understood at a glance.
I still haven't done any art.
Here's a
Eh,
fun one. A twin stick shooter
Moss
where
is a
time
chess piece.
stops between each move. Your character,
Which one?
a die with arms, can roll in any direction, but the distance is dictated by the random
I was gonna
number
tab
you roll.
over to the Twitch
you
tab,
finish your
but then
roll,
I
you
realized
fire
it's
out
in the
bullets.
same tab as the
As long as you
YouTube
have
tab,
ammo
so I was like,
weapons,
whoops.
you get more by rolling into enemies.
Performance
This simple
art.
setup
Yes,
leads
it
to
would
a
be
kids' game of
amazing.
cat and mouse, of steam steamrolling baddies and chaining together moves. Later, you'll be able to upgrade your powers, and then the game adds enemies
you
who
saying
don't
I'm
care
getting
that time is
played?
supposed to be stood still forcing you to stop being so analytical and start playing on instinct.
This game
instead.
jam was super
I like this
creative.
one a lot, and kind of like John
Which one
Wick
is this
Hex,
one?
it captures the
I don't know what the
precision
theme was
making
for
of
this one.
fast-paced combat without needing to be superhuman. So
I don't know.
it's always interesting to see
Sacrificial
different ways of doing
pawn.
RPG
Go ahead.
puzzles. Sometimes an RPG
Eh?
even borrows from other games and
Eh,
genres
what's that
for its
mean?
fights, like how Undertale turns into a
Nah.
bullet hell shmup, or
Nah.
Puzzle Quest borrows from Bejeweled. So, it
Right.
was fun to play Dice
Huh.
of Fate. This is a game that uses PopCap's Peggle as inspiration for its fight scenes. On each turn, you place down pins on this giant pachinko board. The blue ones are yours,
Oh.
denoting attacks, defense,
Mhm.
heal. The red ones are the
Not
same but for
accepted.
the baddies. You then drop dice into the board, and each bounce against a pin changes the final actions of the battle. There's a
I
great
wanted
big
to maybe
dollop of
do a
randomness, but getting
draw
to
this in
design
your
the board
style
lets you have some
for
control over
Knob,
the outcome. Like
which
Peggle,
is
the
pretty
game
it's pretty much like
simple
an art
and
contest, but it's
largely
just for
void of
one
skill, but also,
character.
like Peggle,
I
it's
kind of feel
addictive
bad
and
sometimes though, because
engrossing.
whenever I
could
see those
definitely this
contests, they're
idea
kind of like
expanded further in the future.
they're kind of just like free art farming, and
There's
it's
always
like
something
kind of
fun
feels
about games
bad.
where you just
But
break
Knob is
stuff,
really
just
easy to
completely
draw,
fall off the
so
cards.
I'm
I
just
dunno, it's just a joy.
I just
That's why I liked
think it would be
Dice is the
cool,
Way.
and
It's a pretty
also
simple card battling RPG with funky
Yeah.
graphics and goofy audio.
Yeah.
But
I don't
see
I
those
don't really like
numbers in
having
the bolding
contests
font? Like
where
your
that
health
kind of stuff
points,
goes. I don't
your
know.
enemy's next attack, or the cost
Apology,
of your
not
card?
accepted. Not
Well, you can
accepted.
pick one of those numbers and randomly roll a new one, perhaps swapping your enemy's 80 health points for just 2, or making one of your cards impossibly expensive. I'm not sure how well this game holds up to scrutiny. I would often get a bad roll and ruin my entire game, but I'm not expecting anyone to tightly balance a game in one weekend. Besides, I had just as much fun seeing how silly things could get. A die doesn't have to be random. As always with the GMTK
One of
Game
the
Jam,
subathon
the
goals
theme
I
is
came up
just a
with
starting point.
was
How you interpret it
I
is up to
buy
you. That's what leads to great titles
a
like
winning shirt
Hype.
from
This is a
TKO.
game that uses the unique patterns on a die
Oh, this
to
one was a
create
pretty
interesting
popular
puzzles.
one.
So
For this game
these
jam.
snowy tiles have igloos
Cool.
dotted about like dice pips.
But it'd be
When you
funny.
walk
It'd
off
be
the
really
edge of the
funny if I had
tile,
a shirt
the die counts down by 1,
from
changing
the
the layout
thing.
of the igloos. You can keep going until the tile is removed entirely.
It has
This can
nerd
lead
on
to
it.
some brilliant spatial reasoning puzzles, like this one that I got totally stuck on during a live stream. Sorry about that.
We'll
but
see.
that was
I
a
think
little
it'd be a good idea
infuriating.
though. It's something
Later, the game
memorable.
introduces palm trees
And
which count
usually,
up instead of down, and
I
volcanoes
trust
which
most
bounce
of
between
you.
two numbers, and then puzzles that combine them all. This is just a great game and a wonderful example of how it's important to think outside the box when it comes to fitting the theme. Next up is Fire and Dice. This is a charming action
Oh,
puzzle game about
I see so
defending
many
your dragon from
Twitch
attack.
chat
Each turn, the
types
dragon throws out a
where,
bunch of dice.
like
The colour
I watch
indicates the
RT
attack
Game and he
pattern,
has like
and
the
number
you know the
determines
supportive
power.
kind of chat,
Your job is
and
to
then I
place
watch
the
Doug
dice on
Doug
the
and it's
grid
the kind
in
of
such a
chat
way
that just
they'll
kind
do
of
the
wants to
maximum
destroy the
damage
streamer.
without incoming
It's like,
peasants and
oh,
soldiers. So it's
one
part
of
tower
those.
defense, part number
Never
crunching
trust
puzzle
your
game,
chat. Yeah, it
and
really
looks great too.
depends.
My only suggestion?
That's
Add a
us.
timer. It's too easy to spend ages rearranging the dice back and forth, looking for the perfect solution to do maximum damage. But analysis
But yeah.
paralysis ain't fun. I had a better time when I played loosey-goosey and took turns as quick as possible. You could probably add other types of dice too, like ones that push enemies into other lanes. So I think there's more to explore here. But nonetheless, I thought this was really clever, elegant, and
This
is
is
well
a
worth a
very
shot.
interesting game.
One of the more creative twists on the theme was using a die as a level, or world. Take, for example, Rolling World. It's a room-by-room puzzle game about
Oh.
pushing boxes and hitting switches. But the rooms
I'm
all
kinda
exist
tired.
on the sides of a die, so go out a door and the
No
whole
art
world
is
twists
done.
around. This is important because depending how you leave the room, the entire world can spin on its side or upside down. Because elements in this game, like these
Oh,
big heavy
no,
doors,
it's my
are
tofu.
affected by
Eh,
gravity,
almost
the
dropped my
orientation
phone.
of the world can open new
Plenty
pathways.
of performance
so
art.
it's a tricky, brain-busting
Don't
Zelda
worry.
dungeon-style spatial reasoning puzzle.
I
that'll
kind of
you
have
really
an itch
thinking about
for
this
like
world as a
anime
complete,
or
contiguous
something.
space.
Or like
It's a little tricky to get your
Oh,
head
no.
around. I think
Drop
Harmony
the
does
phone,
a
I
better
do
job
not.
of explaining itself by virtue of being in 3D and using transparent textures. But Rolling World's
once I'm
puzzles
done
just
tomorrow,
knock
I
it
have
out from
all the
top
time to
spot
sleep.
for me.
Oh, howdy.
Next up is a game that comes from a team filled with previous GMTK Game Jam winners.
Oh.
But you can see why they're winners. They just know how
Anime,
to squeeze
not
the most out of an
mango.
idea in
I
48 hours. Introducing
I do read a lot of manga.
Daimunition.
I just have like
This
the
is a
itch
frantic
right now
shooter
for
platformer
anime,
where the level is made up
but I
of
don't
falling
really
dice.
think I
You'll
could
need to
sit
jump
through
between these tiny
anime,
blocks
so I don't
to
really
stay
know what
above
I'm
the
talking
acid.
about.
But
I
that's
feel
not
like
all.
it's not
The number
real.
on the dice
It's
also
like a
indicates
placebo
how
or
many bullets you
something.
can shoot while stood on that block. And once you spend them all,
I think I'm
the block
looking
will
at my own
disappear.
model and
And
I'm
so
like,
because
damn,
your
I like
ammunition
anime.
is intricately tied to your
And
ability
then I'm
to
like,
stay afloat,
wait,
it
I don't
really
wanna
makes you
watch.
think hard about every move, every jump, and every
Maybe
bullet
met with a
fired,
challenge
all while
soon.
frantically bouncing about and
Aw.
blasting away at enemies. It's just
Everyone has
arcade
surprises
fun, which
lately.
really proves the skill of these
Oh,
designers. Give this one a
surprising
go
things.
after the video ends. In this jam, we saw a lot of games where you do dungeon crawling battles by rolling your dice into foes. Like, a lot of them. But I think, ultimately, I prefer this take on the idea. Maces and Dices is a game where, each turn, you get a bunch of different dice that relate to actions, like moving, attacking, and jumping. So you
I
might
feel like we're
randomly
pretty
roll the ability to
predictable.
move down, up,
Eh?
down, and attack. Then
We
you've
join
got to use
stream,
those
call you
powers
a
to
nerd,
move
you
through the
leave.
dungeons and attack enemies. You need to
Huh.
be very thoughtful because once your dice are done, it's time for the
Huh.
enemy to move. Sometimes it's best to get to safety if that's all your roll will allow. So it makes for tense, tactical,
What a
and
gremlin
puzzle-like
knows.
battles. And for an extra twist, the dice are also your health bar. Take too much damage, and the dice will break, giving you fewer options in the next tussle, unless you make your way to another die and give yourself more moves. Clever stuff.
I won't say any more until the
Dice
time
are
is
supposed
right.
to be random,
Eh?
right? There's no way to influence
Aw.
the outcome. Well, there was a bunch of games in the jam that played with the idea of fudging rolls or rigging dice. I think my favourite though was Jimmy Blitz and the Rocket Dice. In this one, you use a very subtle method to make the dice land how you want. Rockets.
Waddle Dee looks
That's right.
delicious.
Each die is
Yeah, I
equipped
saw
with
the hand
rocket-powered
warmer.
speed
There's also
boosters
a
which let
Kirby
you
one.
decide where the die lands
And then there
how
was
it
like
rolls.
another one. I
Also,
think
you
there
can meet
was like a
criteria
bigger one. I
landing
think
a
you have the
4
big one,
or
right?
getting better than a 3.
The
Okay,
big
maybe
hand
not
warmer.
so subtle, but you'll still have
Whatever
to be careful not
thingy.
to twig the attention of the dealer. Spin too much,
So the
and you'll go
inexpensive.
for a
I think
safe,
they came out
get
with the
subs,
small
and then
one
get a game
recently.
over
I
if you
saw
protect.
it
Later levels
before.
have you swapping between dice
B.
or landing
Yeah,
on
they came up
super
with a
specific
small
zones.
one that
It's all
you just
done
hold
with
in your
funny voice
hands.
acting and
It's like a
charming
small
CCTV
size.
style visual effect.
I
Some
saw
bad
it on the
games just put a
website.
smile on my face,
But I
and
don't
this
need one of
was great.
those. I'll
Another
need a s-
ultra-popular
I'll
theme
need it.
was you do random actions.
This one can fit
Perhaps
in your
every
lap.
time you roll, or every time you reload your gun. That can lead
But
to
yeah,
a pretty chaotic
I
game.
saw that one
But
when
in
it came out.
terms of
Actually,
pure
when I
chaos,
was
it's
choosing
this one.
my big
In this
Kirby
game,
plush,
your
I
actions
saw
change every time
they
you
had
fire.
they
Sometimes
had
you're shooting
the
a single bullet,
hand
or a
warmer
spread
heat
of shotgun
one.
fire, or doing a dash
But then
move.
I was like,
Oh,
nah, I'll just
and also
I don't want
spinning
the
around in circles.
electronics
It's
in my
absolute
plushie,
mayhem,
so
especially as the
I
arena is
picked a
tiny
different one.
and the enemies come in thick and fast.
Red
But it's
cat.
somehow still completely playable. You've got a nice
They're so
powerful
cute.
dodge, generous
The
health,
hand
and regular
warmers?
new upgrades.
The ones
That
that
makes
just like
this
lay down
ultra-polished
and then
game
you just
super
I'm
playable
working and I
and
look down and he's
compelling.
staring
I had
at
to
me.
force myself to put it down so
Well, I
could
can
look
do
this way.
that with my Kirby. He's like the same size and he fits in the same place.
Here's a really
He just looks
creative
up,
puzzle game.
but
The screen is
I
split
need to
into
be
two
kind of
halves.
close to my
On one,
desk
you've got a side-scrolling
to
puzzle
draw
about
and
pushing,
stuff, so I
pulling,
can't really have
and
the
rolling a
plushie
die
on me
around
at all
to weigh down
times.
switches and get up to higher platforms. But you better be careful because your little friend
I like
is
Waddle
inside
Dee
the
though.
die, and
Ever
gravity
since
changes
like
every time it
Return to
rolls.
Dreamland
You
and
wouldn't
stuff,
want to send
I
your power into a
appreciate
spiky
Waddle
trap,
Dee.
would you? And so thus begins
And
a bunch
the
of puzzles where both characters need to collect
the
a star to
super
win the level, but
star.
actions in one can dramatically affect the other. It's a clever and original idea for a puzzle game, with endless ways to explore and expand on the core concept. There's always one game in the jam that basically looks and plays like a finished game. This year, that honour goes to Dice with Carly. This is a super polished, but also ultra-engaging puzzle game about placing down dice.
Gotta do 100
while
hours of
following
homework in
specific
2 hours
rules.
and 30 minutes. I'll be back
Adjacent
soon.
dice
Okay,
must be either
good
the
luck,
same colour
Tofu.
or the same value. Things start off
It's
easy,
built to
but
be
you can
close to
quickly
your
get
desk.
yourself tangled up in spots
Yeah.
where you need a very specific die.
The Kirby I bought is
Because you have
it's
to
one of
use
those
all
PC
of the
cushion
randomly
ones
provided
where
dice
you're
each
supposed
turn,
to like
you're
lie him on
sometimes
your
forced
keyboard
to
or
put yourself
something,
in a tricky
which
position.
is
So
fine.
thinking about thinking ahead, putting out fires before they get too big.
But I don't
and
really
resigning
use,
yourself
I
to
don't
be
use
eaten by
mine
the
very
goddess of
much.
death, Kali, who kind of looks like a Muppet. That would have been a weird Sesame Street episode. Here's
Oh,
a
it's so
really
hot.
odd one. Where They
It's
Fall
hot.
is a game about being a seer. You know, someone who can
No?
apparently commune with the gods and turn their cryptic riddles into messages for kings
No
and leaders.
game.
So at the start of the
No
game, you
art.
tip a bunch of dice, coloured stones with special runes on them, onto a map. Then
I
a
made a
mysterious figure
Threads
asks
account.
you questions. You
Yes.
need to divine an answer
I don't
by
want
looking at
to.
the runes,
I don't
where
want to
they
right
fall,
now.
which way up they lie, and so on. A book to your left helps you figure things out. Now, this is not easy.
I
The
haven't
book
been
is as
scrolling
cryptic
Twitter
as the
lately.
gods' messages,
No
and I
doom
was never
scrolling.
100% sure that I
No
was giving
regular
the right advice,
scrolling.
and not just a bunch of nonsense. But perhaps that's
Just
the
haven't
point.
been doing it.
Communing with the gods isn't an exact science, and the game does a good job of capturing that mood. Just squinting at coloured rocks and using that to decide if we should go to battle. Imagine how you'll feel if the soldiers don't come back alive. This is a creative take on the theme and makes for an immersive experience. I'd like to see where this might go with some more time.
I did
Finally,
put a
would
couple
it be
stream
the
ideas on the
GMTK Game
subathon
Jam
list.
if there wasn't a platformer with a
It
unique
is.
twist?
There are things that I
Unfortunately,
wouldn't
to meet
normally do, but I
the
am
die.
willing
play
to
as
do.
a square.
It's not
You
like
can run around and
things I
jump
wouldn't
like
do, and
any
also
other
I
platforming
would
hero.
hate to do them.
You can also spin in 90
But it's
degree
like I
shapes.
wouldn't do it on
For
my
this,
own.
You can paint each of your four sides with
So
coloured
there's
paint. Sticky paint, that is.
a
Touch
couple
your blue
of them.
side
There's
to a blue
Chinese
wall, and you'll stick
stream.
to
If you
it
want
like
to just
Spider-Man,
not be
allowing
able
you
to
jump off to a
understand me the
greater
whole
height.
stream,
Eventually,
there's
you'll have
that.
all sorts of different colours, so
There's
someone needs to twist and
what's it
spin
called?
to keep up with the level design.
A
This creates a
karaoke stream
really
is
unique game
far,
where
far
you're
up there,
simultaneously
but it's
positioning
there.
yourself for a safe jump and rotating your body to match the colour.
There's
It's
some
a
other
rub your
streams. I
tummy and
forget.
pat your head challenge
Any other
that will have your
streams?
head spinning and your fingers
I
just
can open the
completely
file
confused.
since you
But when you
guys
get to
can't
grips
see
with it, it's
anything.
a real joy to play. Give it a go.
No, we're all gonna say the Bing
So
Chilling
that's my
copy
top 20,
pasta
but
during
as
Chinese
always,
stream. Well,
some
you can do
honourable
whatever you want. I
mentions.
can't read it
Roll to
anyways.
Hit On is an RPG where you flirt with
Can't
your
read
teammates,
anything.
leading to different buffs and nerfs. Diced
Let
Coffee
me
is a
see
manic plate spinning shop simulator
my
about making
file.
coffee from dice.
Let's
And
see.
Design by Committee is a game where pesky producers
Can I show
keep
this?
changing
Maybe
the
I
game's
can show
design
this.
while you're playing it. There's
Um,
loads more. You can play all 6,000 games over on itch.io. And you can also see the public's rankings for all of the games. Have a play through the top 100 and see if you agree or disagree with my picks. Thank you so much to everyone who took part.
I
in the
think I'm
jam
not sure
or
about the
just
order
rated
yet
some
either
games, or
of some of
chatted with
these
us on
things.
Discord or watched my streams. Thanks to my mods on
Make
Discord,
a
YouTube,
Nobdaki
and to
Mara is in
everyone who
there.
made our awesome Team Finder app. An extra huge thank you to my patrons. Remember that
I can't
GMTK
read.
Game Jam has
Sang?
no corporate sponsors. It's all funded by viewers like you. The jam will be back
Sorry.
in 2023, so
Nope,
subscribe to the
wait, that's
channel
not
to
what
receive
that's.
the date announcement sometime
What?
next year. Thanks.
It's like hint Bing Chilling, I assume. Well, yeah, Isama.
Earlier this month,
You-
we hosted the third annual GMTK Game Jam, which is a game-making marathon where
but
participants have to design, develop, and
I
release
used to know
a
that
game
one.
in just 48 hours. That game
but-
had to fit a theme, and this year the theme was Only One, which encouraged designers to make games with
Like-
only one bullet, or only one room, or only one button. The response
yeah.
was enormous, with well over 7,000 people
like,
joining the jam,
but
over 2,600 games submitted
yeah.
before the deadline, and more than 36,000 ratings.
That's it.
It was more
That's
than
all you
twice
get.
as big as 2018's jam, and once again, the biggest
Yay!
jam on
I did
itch.io.
it.
In fact, it was so big that it temporarily crashed the site's servers, which was
Yeah, I
a bit
remember.
stressful, seeing as it happened in the last
I always
few
put
moments
some,
of submission. But with a slight time extension and
some,
some technical help from the
assistance.
site staff, we got there. in the end.
Whenever I had to
And
read.
so,
You
as
lost me
ever,
2
I want
minutes
to
ago.
send the jam off by showing the 20 games that I think are most
Not like I
deserving of
understood.
note and
I don't think
attention.
those were the characters mean the
Unfortunately, I couldn't
things
check
that
out
I know
all
them in the
2,000
normal
odd
context
uploads, but I
for.
did play over 100 of the top
The
ranking
common
games to
context, I
help
think
find
they mean
these
something
personal
else in the
favourites.
context that they're
So,
in, but I don't
without
know what it
further ado,
means.
let's jump in to the rundown of the best games of the
Can't
GMTK
put a
Game
tick
Jam
in
for
there.
2019, which is in no
'Cause I always see
particular
one.
order. Lots of games in the jam
Lots,
went for the
yeah.
one projectile
Let me see,
idea,
let me see.
like missile control, where you guide a bullet after it's shot, or unloaded, where you shoot a bullet but then draw it back to you with a big magnet. Of the lot, Kikoshay is the best one I
But yeah,
played.
I don't know.
So,
I don't know about
playing as this cute
the
little ninja, you throw out a single shuriken per leg
milestones
with the
yet.
goal of hitting every red
Honestly, I
cube
don't
and
expect
turning them
anything
green.
to go past like
Once the shuriken
500,
is in play, it bounces off
like
walls,
a
rips
maximum.
through enemy
So it's
turrets,
like a
and
super
triggers explosive
ambitious
barrels. And your only
uh
control is
amount.
to, well,
Uh,
as the name
Let's just,
suggests,
just in
kick it.
case. But I should probably
Walk
make
up
a
close
smaller
to the
graphic
shuriken
that only
and
goes
click
up
the
like a
mouse button,
couple,
and you
maybe.
can boot the spiky projectile and alter
Canadian?
its trajectory. I don't know how it doesn't shred this dude's foot into a million pieces, but no
Usually
mind. It
US.
turns the game into a deadly, fast-paced football match where you're trying to keep up with your own shuriken
'Cause
and pinging it off in new
subs
directions to
are
get around corners and defeat bad
US.
guys. Helpfully, the game has a
Canadian
little
is
slow-mo when you
easy,
get near the shuriken,
especially
so you
if
can fiddle
everyone's
with the
in
angles and line up the perfect shot.
praising
This is a really
US
fun
most
game
of the
and
time.
could easily be expanded into a full release. Well done to Casey,
I might-
Wells Weeks, and team.
Due to the setup,
When you
everything
first
might get
play
pushed until September,
Projection,
which is
you
usually
might not get why
September.
it's such a high-ranking game in the jam.
So it's
So
but
you move a circle
last
to a yellow
year
square, and you
the
win.
thing was
Is that it?
that personal subs were
Then,
half off, but
suddenly, the goal is impossible
gift
to
subs
reach,
weren't
and you're encouraged to
reduced
hit
until
shift
like the
to
very
change
end
view.
of the month.
And at this
So it's
point,
kind of
you'll get to see what
sucks
all the fuss
for
is
that.
about. Turns out, this isn't just some rinky-dink 2D platformer. It's a 3D
yeah, I don't know.
world.
I don't
Just you can only move on one flat 2D plane. So
We'll
in
see.
this 3D view,
I hope-
you can
I hope
shift the
everything's-
entire world about to get
I just hope
platforms and
everything's
obstacles
fun,
into more useful
which I'm sure it'll
positions,
be.
then flip back to 2D and complete the stage.
Um,
Sometimes you'll be bouncing
I
back and
think,
forth between the two views.
we'll
And
do
you don't just
Hollow Knight
pull and push the
again.
level on a single axis, but you can flip and rotate the 3D world
Goose
however you
Duck.
like. And the controls are a bit fiddly.
I almost want to do
Ultimately,
Mario
this is
Party,
a
but I don't
terrifically
have it
clever
yet
game
because
with
I've been
huge
waiting
amounts
this
of
whole
potential,
time.
and I hope
play
that creator
Mario
Arthur
Party
7400210,
when I
very
actually
catchy name,
plan to play
continues
Mario
to
Party,
work
but I
on
don't
this.
have it.
One of the problems
Yeah,
I
other
find
games?
with
Any other
tower
games
defense
that I
games
have?
is, after you've put down
I
a
don't
few
remember.
good towers, you're pretty much set. The enemy force can't possibly get past your ironclad
Mm,
defenses, and you basically
thinking
just
out
busy
loud.
yourself with upgrading your towers
Friendships
until the
will be
end of the
ruined
round.
if you play Mario
Tower
Party.
Bag definitely doesn't fall into this trap,
Hmm.
because you only have
Hmm.
one tower. You plop this thing down in the path of a wave of enemies, and then when foes start
I
approaching
don't
from
think
another angle, you need to lift
I'll
the
do
tower
Mario
onto
Party.
your back
Like, I
and
kind
walk
of
it
just
over
like, I like
to
playing the
other side of the
mini games and
screen.
stuff.
To stop you from just sitting
It is
underneath
that
the tower
serious?
and waiting for the next chance to move, the game litters the map
I
with
did get
collectible
Uno,
coins,
so there's
forcing you to
Uno.
juggle between picking up loot
Oh,
and
we'll
moving
do
your
keep
tower.
talking and
And
nobody
when you have enough
explodes and
money,
everyone can
the
take
only way to
turns helping
upgrade
me
your single
not
tower
explode,
is to
please.
lift it up and physically take it to the upgrade tile in the middle of the map. You definitely do lose a certain amount of strategy by only having one tower, but you gain so much movement and dynamism by dramatically limiting the player's options. So maybe, in a post-jam version, the developers could see what the game was like with 2 or maybe 3 radically different towers. I'd like to see how that changes things. One of the
I
biggest
don't
revelations
know
of
why.
the jam, I think, is that limiting
Why
the
it'll
player's
be fun?
options can quickly
Bombs
turn
are so
any genre
entertaining.
into a puzzle game.
The room is a little
A
bit
game where
like,
you can
it's
jump
a little
is a
creepy. You're just
platformer,
alone
but
in
a
the
game
room
where you
and
can
stuff.
only jump once per level immediately becomes a tricky
What are the
conundrum
other
of figuring out when
incentives?
and where to utilize that sparse resource. We
There's
definitely see
fanfic
this in the
reading, which
retro
for the
dungeon
most
crawler
part is like a
Castle Kings
meteor
though,
chat
where you can
favorite,
only
but
carry
not
one item
not
at a
anything
time.
that anyone has
Instead of being a
expressed
mighty
here.
soldier with a backpack full of swords,
Bomb
shields,
Corp?
potions,
I
and
think
magic
I've heard of
spells,
it. I don't
you have to think
remember.
carefully and logically about which item you pick
Traditional
up and
art
when.
stream, that's
You
one.
can't keep a potion in your
We
back pocket,
do
but instead must
old-fashioned
navigate
art.
back to it
A
when you're
fanfic
hurt.
phase?
And
I
suddenly, the game
didn't have a
becomes
fanfic
stealth
phase.
experience because you don't have enough room in your
Did
bag
it have a
for a
Dojin
weapon.
phase?
It's a clever
Dojin
twist
doesn't
on things,
necessarily
and for
have to
anyone
be
who has
mature
anxiety
content, by
about
the way, if anyone's
over-encumbrance mechanics or
unfamiliar.
leaving a
It's
potion
pretty
until the
much
very
just
end of an
fan.
RPG, this
Is
game
a
should prove
fanfic,
a
but
cathartic
with pictures.
release.
I don't really
Making
have a
a
phase
game
for
with
that.
only one level might seem like an easy way to cheat the
But-
theme of this
But they
genre,
usually
but
have
not the way
good
that
art.
developer Captain Caruso
But I
does
never
it.
had like a
In
reading
level
fanfic
1-1,
phase.
You'll play through a seemingly simple stage as a normal
Chinese
boy, a
stream.
capable platforming hero who can jump, dash, and swim. The stage is easygoing, but there's
Giveaway
clearly more
stuff.
to it than meets the eye. You next unlock Dive Boy, a character who can breathe underwater
24
but can only
hours
stay out of the
stream.
water for 5 seconds. Now, that same level has a whole new feel.
Corridor
as you
ending I
explore
did
a
end up
secret
putting on
submarine
there.
passageway that normal boy
It's
could
kind of
never
just a
have seen.
filler.
Skyboy is different again.
BRB,
This dude plays
okay.
level upside down,
Narrow
revealing
mode.
another secret route full of clouds and flying enemies. Each
Like
character has both
emotes,
advantages and disadvantages.
Scabs.
Greedy Boy, for example, is very fast, but dies if you don't constantly feed him coins, while Dash Boy can dash farther, but dies if he touches the water. A single stage becomes a varied and challenge-filled playground because your avatar is constantly throwing curveballs. And because my mind often wanders to the topic of Metroidvanias, I started to envision a game where you'd need to play as different characters to fully explore one world. And one hero could modify the environment to make it beneficial to another, like having
Is-
Normal Boy open a giant waterway,
We've spent
for
this
Dive
whole
Boy to
stream
later come
doing
along
other
and
things.
explore. The potential with
Eh.
this one is infinite.
How is...
Here's a lovely game with a
What
French
is
name I won't even
everything?
try to pronounce. Let me just give you the English version. Peaceful Afternoon with the paintings. This game gives you super simplified versions of famous paintings, but with the colours all mucked up. Your job is to swap the colours around
feel
to
like I'm
match the
forgetting
real
something.
artwork. The problem is, you can only change colours by clicking
An
on
hour
a
and
colour
a
block
half.
and then dragging out a selection box to envelop
No
other
art.
blocks. When you let go of the mouse, all of the blocks in the selection turn into the original colour. This limitation leads to tricky challenges where you need
I
one
will
colour,
turn on the
but it's all
music
the way on
and
the other side
I
of the painting.
will
So you might need to screw up a bunch
sketch
of
a
blocks
little
to
bit
get the
and
colour in the right
then
place, and then
should be
fix the
good.
mistakes later. Other times you need to store a handy colour in a safe
I'll
space,
finally do a
only
little
to
bit of
retrieve it
art.
later. You can't just swap colours randomly, you need to think strategically about your options. The game only just fits the theme. Developers Sasha Shari and Leo Lefebvre. What? You can't put a V there. The devs say the game only uses one shape, a rectangle. And that's true, so we'll let them get away with it because this game is just so elegant and effortlessly clever. And like it says on the tin, it is a peaceful game that's perfect for a soothing rest after trying to help hundreds of people submit their
Art
games
game?
to a
What
broken
art game?
website.
Was it on the screen just now?
Matt Glanville didn't know that his one-button game, Switch and Shoot, was the inspiration for this
Oh,
year's
that
theme.
art game,
I
yeah,
didn't
the
know
one that
that
we were
Matt
just talking
Glanville
about.
was going-
Yeah, that's some traditional art stuff. I don't know. Besides like the Starry Night and the Scream, I don't know anything. And the one with like the melting clocks, I don't remember. Nice Giga song. So we need something for the card demo. We had that other one that was okay. This one. Cute! This isn't performance art. This is just regular art. Hi. Too many apples? Yeah, it happens. Keeps the knob away. Well, I don't like apples. So you're right. I don't want your apples. But I cut them with the birds. But you did bunnies. You can do birds. You can do birds. You can do strawberry roses. I think I've seen. I don't know. Alright. I don't know if I know all of those. Your new hobby? I guess it is simple enough though. Orange bears? Huh? With an umbrella. I don't know what I'm doing. Don't mind me. One. I don't know. I don't know what's. Yeah, I don't know. This is why I don't sketch for streams, because I don't know what I'm doing and what idea I have. I want to do more dynamic pose stuff, but I'll start another one. We'll just keep drawing until something something is okay. The OC chapter was not it. It was, I called it a nothing sandwich, you know, another one. But I said mild because there's like a little bit, there's a little bit of substance. but nothing really moved. Yeah, really nothing happened at all. It was like everyone just said their thoughts today. It was like, now this person likes this person, and this person doesn't like this person now, or they're jealous of this person, and this person can't handle it. It's like everyone had a therapy moment and nothing happened. Well, yeah. I mean, there's only one way you can really go at that point, right? It's just that she divulges all her difficulties and her trying to keep the company afloat, and then he's like, I'll help you, or something. Whether or not he becomes the owner or whatever, he'll be like, I'll assist you in fulfilling the dream we never had, or something like that, you know? Swag. Hi anime, welcome back. Swag. My condo was bombed and I walked into work the next morning with no problem. But yeah, everyone just pretty much... This was like just a reaction episode. It's like everyone just did a reaction video, you know? to the for what happens, and then they were like, oh, I feel this way. And that was it. That was the whole thing. Speaking of which, oh, I need to save the canvas. Kana is living next year in the story. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. Is that an emote they have now? Well, since when? No college art. Oh. I feel like everyone was expecting the group to go to 5 members. There's obviously the VTuber sister of the assistant director guy, who was being suggested as, like, you know, new member. And then there's Memchol and Ruby. That's 3. And then if they had 2 more, hypothetically, like, technically they have 2 more, but like, it's like, if Kana is not staying, there's no way they would join. There's Akane, and there's the Snake Eye girl. But there's no reason for that. So they're gonna be 3 members forever. But I don't know. Too big to be idle? Yeah. That's why, you know, if Kana is leaving, obviously the 2 bigger actors are not going to join. Hey, who knows? Yeah. Well, Akane could, but it shouldn't. And he said to keep her away from, I think, the company that is, you know, the truth, you know, that one. Usually helps. Okay. Every day. So many things to do. All my friends love a well-rested knob, very rested. I will rest for everybody. And I'm sure I'll see everyone tomorrow. And everything will be fine. Surely. Okay. Everything will be daijoubu. Yeah. Okay. Good night. Sleep.
On your ways from way back way, you know that I don't play. Streets not safe, but I never run away, even when I'm away.